specifically that first one, I think after. You just want to talk us through this then?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I seen him on the replays, and it's the move I've been making pretty much my whole career. And if that's the call that's going to be called travel, then I would like to see it across the whole board. Every game and it consistent like that. I mean, it's so funny because the very next play, Draymond gets into the lane and slides his foot, and it's not called, and the same official who called me for the travel is right there on the play and told me he didn't travel. So that's definitely something that I got to be more leery about. But I have not been called for travels like that in my career.
Hey, LeBron, as a team, I think you guys only had 4 fast break points, and on that last possession before the timeout, it looked like you might have a transition opportunity. Do you guys feel like you were attacked enough in transition on offense tonight?
I think at times, including myself, we settled for the perimeter shot in transition instead of attacking to the rim. But we've been pretty good at that all year. And some games you're going to have. We would love to be in transition more, but you got to get stops to be in transition. And in the fourth quarter, they did a good job of not allowing us to get too many stops.
Okay.
Kyle Kuzma said that it's a 72-game season, and maybe it's going to be hard to keep the urgency up. Is there some human nature complacency going on here that could have been part of the recipe tonight?
No.
Dan?
LeBron, you guys probably won't play very many games this season where you and AD combined to score, I think, 36 points or something like that offensively. Why was it so disjointed, do you think, for the two of you guys offensively tonight?
I mean, both of us was just a little bit out of rhythm, and I think, we're going to have games like that this year where we're out of rhythm. The best thing about our team is we had guys that picked us up. Dennis was great. Trez, again, coming off the bench was great. Kuz, got hot for us a little bit in that third, made some shots for us. So, in times where we both are just a little bit out of rhythm, we have the ability to have our teammates that picked us up and still give us a chance to win, which we had tonight.
Last 3, Melissa.
Hey, LeBron, we're approaching the 1-year anniversary of Kobe's death, and you obviously have done so much to honor him, including winning a title in his honor. I'm curious, when you think back to the events of that day, how do you process the emotions of it and just sort of the emotions of the year that followed afterwards?
Try not to take myself back to that position or that place or that time frame. Obviously, he's looking down on us, along with Gigi, and just proud of what we're trying to do here as an organization. And hopefully we continue to make him proud as well and make her proud to wear the purple and the gold every night. So I don't want to live in the past. I definitely don't want to live out that day again. So, it's about always continue to move forward and continue to live on his legacy.
Last 2, Mark McGee.
Hey, LeBron, in a 2-part here in lieu of Martin Luther King Day, you had shared in the bubble that you were reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. So I was wondering, is there a book about Martin Luther King or one of the speeches that really resonates with you? And what do you draw from how both Martin Luther King and Malcolm X brought about change?
I've never read an autobiography of Martin Luther King. Obviously I grew up in school you get taught a little bit about him, especially during Black History Month, things of that nature. But as I continue to grow and continue to come into myself, you just read a lot of his teachings, a lot of his speeches, a lot of his forecomings and things that he believed in and things that he preached that would be better for the change of America and the change for the better people. So, when you just look at some of his most famous quotes and things that he was able to say to the people and believe in, it's things that we're going through right now. It's things that if we apply, then it will make our society a lot better. He was a man of the people, and he had a lot of power. And that's why he was ultimately gunned down, unfortunately, because of the power that he had for the people. People resonated with him. People believed in him. People wanted to walk with him and talk with him and be with him. You just live on. His legacy, along with Malcolm X, continues to live on about what they preached and what they